It's New York session. I hope you all had a great weekend. And we are back again for another week of trading. Let me start by placing my current market structure to see what we have. Alright, okay, let's begin with the dollar as usual. Okay, so what am I seeing on the dollar today? We did have dollar breaking structure to the upside right here. That's why I've got the up line or this line there. With the close above that high, it's indicating that big money has stepped in the market and they want to take price higher. However, it's not going to go straight up straight away. Last week I did mention I was looking at a level down here to provide support and send price higher. That's the level I'm watching this week. We've just opened up market. Today's Monday, obviously we don't want to jump into conclusions, so I'm gonna have my weekly lines or weekly dividers. So the way I'm looking at the market this week is I'm looking for a run above this high, which is last week's high, and possibly a run above that high as well. We've already been here, yeah, and then we dropped down. So when it's coming back up again, I don't see anything apart from, again, there's this last up candle up here that can cause price to go into a short-term retracement, and then we should see price come back up and run this high. So I want to see this week a run above that high, and then possibly that high as well. How they're gonna do it, I have no idea, but that's what I'm looking for. So we will start looking for evidence that will support that idea. So today being Monday, price is going in exactly how I want to see price, which is we open the week and we drop first. That's exactly what I want to see when I am bullish on for the week. So the fact that we are dropping when the market open is a good thing. Okay, the fact that it's dropping at market open is a good thing. So what I'm going to do now is monitor how price will trade here. At the same time, I've not thought this on YouTube, but I'm going to draw a fib level, and then I'll have another level that I'll be watching. Let's hide this for now. Okay, right, those fib levels. Okay, so last week I was targeting this and then possibly that level there as a potential target for price to turn around and go up. We fell short to get there, so I want to see if this level here doesn't support price, then I think we might see price come here and then make an attempt to run back up. So I want to see how price will react in here. If not, we are just not far away from there. So if price fails there, then I'll be looking at this 50 level here, and then I'll be expecting a reversal, maybe midweek, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, a reversal, and then we start screaming back up. Okay, so that's my direction on dollar. I'm not expecting it to continue to roll over to the downside. I'll be expecting some form of a rejection, and then we continue going higher. With that said, that means for this week on euro, I'll be expecting lower prices. So we could see price go up for maybe today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday we might get a trend or a reversal, and then we continue going down. So if we start coming down, we do have this equal low right here. Yeah, it did run it just by, I think, a pipette or a pip right there. We do have that equal low there, and we have this last down candle, which I was interested. If we got there, I could have be interested in a possible buy. Okay, so this week I'll be looking for price to come down here. All right, so let's see how we trade today. Obviously today being Monday, there's nothing really high probability going on right now, so I want to wait and see how today will unfold. What I want to see on this pair is a run above this high and a rejection, and then we run lower. That's what I want to see. Okay, so let's see how today ends, and then tomorrow, depending on where we end today, that will give us an insight on what to expect for the rest of the week. So maybe sit back and just enjoy. If you do have, like, we already have some trade ideas going, so just sit back and enjoy those ones, and then once we get what we are looking for in the dollar, then we can have other positions build up for this week. Pound, let's remove all this. Okay, so pound, we did have a level in here that we called, and we were looking for a bounce, but not actually on this one. We didn't buy this one. We used this bounce on a possible trade idea on this pair on Friday. So on Friday we did catch like a low, we call it TGIF trade, which is Monday to Friday price has been dropping. So on Friday we look for a bounce. We did have a level in here on the daily that I was expecting the bounce, and price did give us really nice 130 pips on Friday. All right, from here to there, that gave us like 130 pips. Yeah, right there. Okay, so that's what we got on Friday as a like a quick in and out on Friday trade. So the bounce that we were expecting on pound, we didn't actually take it here. We took it on the pound New Zealand and pound Aussie. So if you look at pound Aussie, we are currently pushing higher, and we did call that level down here. Yeah, I've deleted the lines that I drew, but we did call that level down here for this pullback up again. So pound, we are not extremely looking for much on this at the moment because of this bearishness. We don't want to be catching longs, but we want to use it we want to use the strength on pound to take trades that has high probability going higher without any kind of resistance. So that's what we used on the pound and pound Aussie and pound New Zealand. New Zealand dollar, you can see I was doing a lot of stuff on this pair over the weekend. All right, so on New Zealand dollar, price is bullish on the daily. We've come to it almost into a daily really beautiful gap in here for a push back up, but it failed to get there, and now we're pushing higher. My assumption for this week is we're gonna go higher and then come back down with the equal low, okay, in mind. Okay, so we have equal low and then this last down candle in here. So I'm looking for where I could get a short from, and then I'll swing it back down to take out this equal low into this last down candle. So New Zealand dollar, I'm looking for a sell, but again I have to be patient for the for this pair to present that opportunity. Okay, once that opportunity appears, then I can go in and start looking for the sell to target this equal low. Right, so again, it's Monday, there's nothing much going on. I think I like this area, this last up candle in there. I like that one right here. That's looking nice. Okay, so I might be looking at a sell at that level. Okay, it all depends how we trade today and how we close today. So I have this on your chart and monitor that level. If you go on to the daily, that looks, yep, the mean threshold of this last up candle. Monitor that and target this equal low, right? Aussie dollar. On Aussie dollar, I think I'm gonna be on the sideline. We still have upside objectives to be met. I'm looking for a trade back up to this last up candle. Right, we are already long, but I want to get a long because I didn't catch a long on this one last week. So maybe I'll be hunting for a long to come up here and then maybe swing back down, or we could stay in this range. If we do get what I'm looking for on the dollar, we could swing up and then swing back down, but ultimately staying in this range. If we do catch, or if you do get the dollar to move upside with speed, let's go back to the dollar. If we do catch the dollar somewhere down here and start moving with speed like these up candles, then we could expect this to be running on the daily, maybe to come down here, and that one also to come down here, but it's all long term. So let's take them one at a time. Let's see how we're gonna end today, and then if we happen to come up here, then we look for reasons to go short. And like I said, I'm looking for a reason to go long into that level up there. So if it gives me an opportunity, maybe on the hourly, something like this. Okay, we've already run a low in here. Let me bring my daily dividers. Okay, that one. Right, so my daily dividers, we've already run a low in here. So if they manage to come above that high, then I'll be interested in this down candle, right? So if we close above this high, right, if we close above that, I'll be interested in this down candle for a long into attacking this high and that high. And then once we turn around, which is that last up candle on the daily, once we turn around, then I'll be interested in a sell to continue going down, which if that is the dollar turns around. If the dollar doesn't turn around, then I think I'll hold on to my long to continue to target the high up here. Okay, dollar yen, we still have our short going on, so there's nothing to say much about that. Just let it run. Dollar Swiss, I did mention that this low looks like a trap. Okay, the fact that they couldn't get to the level that I was looking for, it looked like a trap. So maybe they're gonna come back down, sweep this low, and then send it up. So the level that I'm interested in is down here. Okay, that's the down candle I'm interested in. So they could set this, or this could be a trap. So we're gonna come back down, take out this low, hit this level, and then send it up. So this is what I'll be watching, or this is what I'll be looking for going in this week. Yeah, that's what I'll be watching for this week. Yeah. Okay, so that's what I'll be watching for this week. All right, with the idea, with the understanding that they've already come down and cleared this low, so price doesn't need to go down. So I can put my stop loss here as a protection. I can swing, I can push it there, but it makes no sense, because if price does get down here, price gets down here and it stops me out, then it still goes my way. It doesn't make sense. So I'll put my stop loss down here so that I'll be protected. Right, so that's what I'll be watching on this pair. Dollar CAD, I still see. Let's go on the daily. we did find support at this down candle. Okay, so it means that they are willing to keep buying this thing, this pair, to continue going higher, right? So I'm looking for, again, reasons to go long. There will be something that will form in here. I'm not seeing anything at the moment. On the 4-hour, we have broken to the upside here. So ideally, I want to see this down candle not giving up. That's what I want to see going in, or this week. I don't want to see this down candle give up. So maybe they could come back down, take out this low, and then reject and then go higher, or they could come all the way back down to here. Okay, they could come back down there, clean this low, clean that low, hit this, and then reject, and then we go higher. So that's what I'm watching for this week. I'll be looking for a run back up above this high, and then possibly above that high as well. Yeah, equal high. That's what I'll be looking for on this pair this week. So watch these lows, looking for price to run them, and then a rejection. Once you see the rejection, that's your clue that we'll be coming above that high. So you could take something off at that level and then leave the rest to attempt this high and that high. Okay, and that's what I see on there. Euro pound, I did have a level that I was watching on the daily, which is there at the closing price of that last up candle there. That's what I was watching for a stop, and then we get that. So what I'll be looking for today is to let price close below this low. Okay, if we do manage to close below here, then I'll be looking for a short. Going in tomorrow and Wednesday, I'll be looking for a short for price to come back down, maybe to the closing price on, let's change the color. All right, the closing price of this last up candle, and there is another one in here which lines up. Right, so these two levels, if we do close below where we are, I'll be looking for reasons to go short tomorrow, to target these two levels. We could see potential move back all the way down to, okay, to offer what we call sell side. All this up movement, we could see the sell side of it. So if we do get a close below this, a short with targets here, and then a position left on to see if we can come all the way back down to that down candle. If you look on the weekly, we could see, yeah, here as a potential target as well. So I can leave a line here and a line there. Okay, so these will be a downside objectives that I'll be watching. But the first two, if we do close below this last up candle today, then I'll go short tomorrow. I'll be looking to go short tomorrow with these two targets, and then leave some portion on to see if price is gonna get to these two down candles, these two down objectives. Okay, so have a line on your chart at this candle's low, and what you want to see is today, okay, today has to close below. It has to close below, or the hourly candle, okay, the hourly candle has to close below. If it doesn't close, that's not good. It has to close. Once it closes, then you can get the trade idea back down here. I think it back down to this high would be more appropriate. Yeah, because you have all this move to the upside too quick. Too quick to the upside. So we could see price come all the way back down. All right. So there needs to be a close on the hourly time frame below this low, or on the daily we need to close below this low. Okay, that's your trigger. Once you see that target down here, or you can do a 50% of the range. Yeah, you can do a 50% of the range as a target as well. Okay, so where would you place your stop? Ideally, I'll place it on the last swing high right here. Yeah, that's where I'll place my stop for the trade down. Okay, so if we do get that closure, my stop will come above here, and I'll be looking to target down there. 1, 2, 3. Got lots of downside objectives. 1, 2, 3, and then the 50%, and then see how price is gonna react down here.